We are live. We are live on VO's Journey YouTube channel. It is great to be here. Happy Friday, everyone. This channel is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is wonderful to be here with you guys on this Friday. I want to talk to you about the title says, what is your voiceover made of? And, it's become evident to me that I think just as people, don't like things that are hard. We don't like to push ourselves beyond things that we think should work. And when they don't work, we get angry and we get frustrated and we quit or we change or we, switch course. And I think that what happens when we do that, there are a couple things. One, we never actually meet the goal that we're trying to reach. A lot of times that success is right there and we move on. But two, I think it starts to build up in us this idea of failure. And, failure is a powerful thing, when you feel like you failed at something. And it can build up. And when it builds up, I think it can become this just weight on your shoulders, this fear that just continues to push you down. And what happens is that when that builds up so much and you keep quitting and you keep quitting, then eventually you get even afraid to start until one day you realize you just don't want to do anything because none of it's going to work. And I think that so many people that I'm coaching and I'm working with are doing fantastic, but a lot of them also are struggling because they want instant results. They want things to happen now. They want money to come into their account now. And that's not the way it works. I wish it was. When I first started, it took me months to see any money. And then when I did see it, it was pittance. But I think the greatest thing I did for myself at that time was I kept on going. I stayed fired up and I kept on pushing forward and I kept the action up. But, like the title of this YouTube video today, what are you made of? What is your voiceover made of? Just clever word usage, but what are you made of? Are you a person that's going to give up when you do 50 auditions and you don't get a job? How about 100 auditions? How about 200 auditions? Are you going to give up? What if that 201 or that 201st audition is the one that lands you the job that launches your career? What if the 300th one does? The 1,000th one? And then you have everything you want, but you never got there because you quit. Because it shouldn't be that way. Or someone else said it's a waste of time. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I've said it too. I get frustrated at a lot of these places and a lot of these websites, and that, you pay all this money for in order to get opportunities. You know what I mean? And you work at it and nothing happens. But I think that instead of us looking at it as failure, we really have to turn our head around and we have to look at it as opportunity to get better, opportunity to change course. I will tell you this, as an acting coach for a long time before I got into voiceover, coaching was challenging for young actors, or coaching young actors was challenging because they didn't want to believe that the job was finding auditions and auditioning and working. That was the hard part of the job. That was the job that you had to, you had to excel at, because if you didn't excel at that, if you didn't find the opportunities and then you didn't audition for the opportunities, you were never going to succeed. And on top of that, a working professional actor each week is going to 40, 50, 60 auditions to hopefully get a part, hopefully, or get a callback. That's the life of an actor. And we are actors. We are performers. So it's the same with us. But the bigger challenge with us is where, as an actor is in like a single location. So, they might only be going up against 10, 15 people. We go up against hundreds or thousands of people around the world. Now, don't use that to discourage you, but use that to motivate you, because even if you are not getting all the roles you want, the more you keep trying, the more you keep working on getting better, the more ability or the more opportunity is going to come your way. And here's the thing. I love that idea, the analogy, and I've done stuff about this, but the analogy of luck, Luck, right? Luck is laboring under correct knowledge. And I love that. Luck seems to happen to people who work harder. I can't remember who said that. I know that's a famous quote that says, who was it? It was, I can't remember, but the quote was, it seems like the harder I work, the luckier I am. Right. But the thing is like, what are you working hard at? Okay. So I guess there's some logical questions that pop up in my mind, right? That I would assume you have. One of those questions would be, by the way, this is kind of like, Reflective Friday. We'll call it maybe Reflective Friday. But some of those questions that pop in my mind logically would be like, okay, Anthony, I'm doing all this work. I'm doing stuff. I've done hundreds and hundreds of auditions on these platforms, and I'm not getting any work. When is it time for me to say, okay, this is not working, I need to move on to something else? I think that's a great and valid question. And my answer to that always is, when are you ready to be successful? And it's funny because you'd be like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But let me explain. I really feel that when we get past all of the crap and the junk that's in our lives, and I'm talking about the stuff like, perfect example, when you step up to a microphone, there's a lot of junk that comes from right here. Like in between. I know I'm getting like philosophical here, but I'm saying, you'll know what I'm talking about. If when you go to talk and you go to voice your voiceover, or you're trying to express something, there is for some reason, I don't know why, all of us experience it at one time or another. There's a bunch of junk here. There's a bunch of walls that challenge us to break them down in order to be real, to say real things, to be able to talk for real. When we go out to talk to people, think about it. Think about the difference between you talking to a colleague or a friend, at the workstation at your job, or opposed to you getting up in front of, the room full of, your bosses and doing a presentation. Think about, you're going to speak completely differently. We have all of these walls and we have all these expectations. It's so challenging to break them. And often I find that the moment that we can let go, the moment that we've worked hard enough to the point where it's almost like a point of frustration. I don't know, maybe this has happened to you, but it's happened to me a bunch of times. There'll be times where I've been so frustrated because things aren't working and I couldn't get work and things like that, that I was just like, screw it. I'm going to say the darn lines. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't care what the directions say. I don't care what happens. I'm just going to do it because I'm so sick of nothing's working. And then the crazy thing is that ends up working. It's the craziest thing. So it's the junk that we have to, on a daily basis, get past. And that other saying where it's like, our biggest enemies are ourselves, or, our biggest challenges are the ones we have inside of us. I really do believe that. And, I think that for all of our sakes, if you want to be successful in this, you're going to have to push and push and push, and you're going to have to push harder. No one is going to tell you, no other coaches are going to tell you that, there's going to be a lot of failure. You're going to be angry. You're going to be pissed. You're not going to get the job when you thought you should have. You're going to listen to other people and think, why are they getting work and I'm not? You're going to be jealous. You're going to be angry. I am sometimes still. It's stuff I battle with. It's stuff you battle with. The key is to keep going and to keep pushing yourself. Don't stop. Don't give up. I would rather all of us work hard and maybe not succeed to the level at which we wish to, but at night be able to lay our heads down and rest in peace because we know that we worked as hard as we could, as opposed to us always feeling like we're holding something back. Because to me, that's the worst feeling. And you might know what I'm talking about. That feeling inside, well, I'm not really giving everything I could give. And that eats at you. I mean, that eats at you from the inside. It gnaws at every ounce of your being. I know what that's like because I lived that life working a full-time job that I didn't love. I know how that feels. It kills you from the inside. So if you are having problems finding work, if you're having problems growing your business, if you want your business to be something more than it is, you've got to hold on to those things. You've got to say sometimes, screw it. I'm just going to do it. I don't care if it's wrong. I don't care if it sucks. I don't care if people say that I'm on the wrong website. I don't care if people hate, some website that I'm on. I don't care because I'm going to do it anyways because the alternative sucks a lot worse. I'm speaking from personal experience. And an amazing thing happens when your back is against the wall and you have nowhere else to go. And then you get that idea, you're like, I'm not going back anymore. I'm going to go forward. It's incredible. A calm comes over you, a focus. And I wish that for everybody. But sometimes it takes some people a lot longer to get there than other people. And, worry and fear, that's a challenge. So listen, I know this has been kind of woo out there. I know I usually do some videos on things like, how to succeed on different websites, etc. But today I wanted to really talk to you about kind of what was going on my mind and things that were happening. So if you have any questions, go ahead and post them over in the live chat box. I know it's Friday. People are out and about doing a bunch of things, but thank you guys so much for watching today. And, as always, please like, share, follow. I really appreciate everything that you guys do. Have a great weekend. All right. And if you are starting to get ready to rev up your business because it's the weekend and you finally have some more time, I wish you the best of luck. All right. Hit it hard. And I'll talk to you next week at 1 p.m. on Monday. See you later. Bye-bye.